My name is Sarah, and I am 25 years old. I have always lived in a small town, far from the busy city life. It's a peaceful place, surrounded by green fields and old houses. The streets are quiet, and everyone knows each other. I love the peace of the town, but sometimes it gets a little lonely. I don't have many close friends. Most of my friends live far away, and it's hard to see them often. When I moved to this town, I didn't know anyone. I had just started a new job as a teacher, and everything felt new and different. The first few days were difficult. I didn't know where to go or what to do. Most nights, I spent alone, reading books or watching TV. I enjoyed my own company, but I couldn't help feeling a little sad. I missed my old friends and family. Life in this small town felt lonely. A few months ago, I moved to a new apartment in the town. It was a cozy little place with big windows that let in the sunlight. The apartment was small, but I liked it. I thought I would be happy there, but I still felt the loneliness creeping in. I hadn't made many new friends, and I spent most of my time alone. It was on a Monday morning when I met Emma, a woman who would change my life in ways I never expected. I was getting ready to leave for work, putting on my shoes and grabbing my bag. The sun was shining, and the sky was clear and blue. I opened the door of my apartment and saw a woman standing in the hallway. She was holding a box and looked a little unsure. She was about my age, and she seemed friendly, but there was a sadness in her eyes. She looked like she might be lost. "Hi," I said, smiling at her. "Are you moving in?" "Yes, I just moved in yesterday," she replied. "I'm Emma. I'm still unpacking my things." "I'm Sarah," I said. "Nice to meet you, Emma." We exchanged a few words, and I learned that she had just moved to this town from a big city. She didn't know anyone, and she was looking for a job. She seemed a little shy and unsure, but also kind and genuine. We talked for a few minutes, but then I had to go to work. I told her that it was nice meeting her, and we said goodbye. I didn't think much about Emma that day, but little did I know, our meeting would change both of our lives forever. Over the next few days, I didn't see much of Emma. I was busy with work, and she seemed to keep to herself. She didn't leave her apartment often, and I didn't want to bother her. But one evening, after a long day at school, I was walking home when I noticed Emma sitting on a bench outside our apartment building. She looked sad, staring at the ground. Her shoulders were hunched, and she seemed lost in thought. I walked over to her and said, "Hey, Emma, are you okay?" She looked up at me in surprise, as if she hadn't noticed anyone around her. Her eyes were filled with sadness, and she gave me a small, weak smile. "Oh, hi, Sarah. I'm just thinking." I sat down next to her. "You don't look okay. What's going on? You seem a little down." Emma sighed and looked away for a moment, as if she wasn't sure whether to share her feelings. Finally, she spoke softly. "I don't know. I just feel so alone here. I haven't made any friends, and I haven't found a job yet. It's really hard. Everything is new and strange, and I miss my old home. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing." I could see the worry on her face. I understood her feelings. When I first moved to this town, I felt the same way. I didn't know anyone, and everything felt so different. I missed my old friends, and I didn't know where to go or what to do. The loneliness was hard to deal with, and I often felt lost. I know how you feel, I said softly. When I first moved here, I didn't know anyone either. I was lonely too. But with time, things got better. It takes time to adjust, but it will get easier. Emma looked at me, her eyes still sad but hopeful. You think so? I know so, I said, smiling. Maybe we could do something together? Go for a walk? Grab a coffee? It might help. Emma smiled for the first time. That sounds nice. Thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate it. The next day, we met after work. Emma and I went for a walk around the park near our apartment building. The sun was setting, and the sky was painted with beautiful shades of pink and orange. We talked about everything, our past lives, our hopes, and our dreams. Emma told me about her life in the city and how she had left everything behind to start fresh in this small town. She said she was excited to start over, but also scared. I don't know anyone here, she said. I don't know if I made the right decision. Everything seems so hard. I felt the same way, I told her. When I first moved here, I didn't know anyone either. But slowly, I started meeting people, and I found my place here. It just takes time. As we walked, we talked more about the challenges we both faced in this new town. Emma had been searching for a job, but nothing seemed to be working out. She was frustrated and disappointed. I could tell she was losing hope, but I didn't want her to give up. You will find a job, Emma, I said. You are smart and talented, and you will find something. Don't give up. Things might be hard now, but they will get better. Emma smiled, but I could tell she wasn't fully convinced. I hope you're right. Days turned into weeks, and Emma and I continued to spend time together. We went for walks, cooked dinner, and talked about life. Slowly, she began to open up more. She laughed more, and I could see her energy and confidence growing. She had stopped feeling so lost and alone. One day, Emma came to me with exciting news. I have an interview for a job tomorrow, she said, her eyes shining with excitement. That's amazing, I said, giving her a hug. You're going to do great. You've got this. But Emma was still nervous. What if they don't like me? What if I mess up? You won't mess up, I reassured her. Just be yourself. You're smart, and you've got the skills they need. Just believe in yourself. The next day, I went with her to the interview. I wanted to make sure she felt supported and confident. She was still nervous, but she was ready. Thank you for coming with me, Emma said as we walked into the building. You'll do amazing, I said, smiling. A few days later, Emma called me with incredible news. I got the job, she exclaimed. I start next week. We screamed in joy together. I was so proud of her. She had worked hard, and her persistence had paid off. I could see the happiness in her eyes, and I knew that this was the beginning of a new chapter in her life. As the weeks went by, Emma and I continued to grow closer. We spent more and more time together, supporting each other through our challenges. Emma's confidence grew, and I could see that she was finally starting to feel at home in this town. She had found a job, a new place to live, and most importantly, a new friend. Our friendship had become something special. We laughed together, shared stories, and supported each other. There were still days when we both felt down, but we never gave up. We always encouraged each other, reminding each other that everything would be okay. One evening, as we sat on the couch, Emma turned to me and said, "Sarah, you have no idea how much you've helped me. I don't think I could have made it through all of this without you." I smiled and hugged her. "I feel the same way. You've changed my life too, Emma. We've helped each other through the hard times." As I thought about everything we had been through together, I realized that our friendship had been a blessing. It had helped me grow, taught me the importance of supporting each other, and showed me that even when life feels difficult, there is always hope. Looking back, I can honestly say that meeting Emma was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Our friendship changed my life. I learned so many valuable lessons from her. I learned that life can be hard, but that doesn't mean we have to face it alone. Sometimes, the best things in life come when we least expect them. Emma and I are still best friends today. We continue to support each other, laugh together, and face life's challenges side by side. I am so grateful for our friendship, and I know that no matter what happens, we will always be there for each other. So, what's the lesson from this story? It's simple. Friendship has the power to change your life. Life can be difficult at times, and we all face challenges. But when we have friends to support us, things don't seem so hard. True friends help us grow, heal, and become better versions of ourselves. If you're feeling lonely or unsure, remember that it's never too late to make new friends. You might just meet someone who will change your life, just like Emma changed mine.